This isn't just a national issue that we're facing here in Sweden. This is an international issue. As the Central Intelligence Agency of the United States of America has reported to us, the global child sex trafficking industry generates upwards of $200 billion American dollars. That's more than the entire Swedish national debt. 2,000 Swedish billion crowns is what the global child sex trafficking industry generates. They claim that the child sex industry is greater than the narcotics trade. And the only way that this could have been factual and true is because there's a religion. It's because there's a religion that's been established globally called Monochism. This religion called Monochism, its actual tenet is about child sacrifice. In Sweden, so and so many years ago, we had this national drive to modernize the waste management system. So we put out so-called Molochs everywhere in Swedish societies and suburbs. But the entrance holes in these Molochs were so large that children could crawl into them and fall 5, 6, 7 meters down into a hole. And in many of these these waste management systems, children died. So even in Sweden, we have done a symbolic sacrifice to the god Moloch, which is an ancient god, an Abrahamic god. But Sweden is no angel. We're not sitting on a white horse. We're not wielding a flaming sword in the name of any benevolent gods. It's quite the opposite. The Swedish states have actually done sacrifice to devilish gods. And you could argue that it's far-fetched to say that just because we name something Moloch and children fall into these things and die, that is an actual ritual for this god. But then you could say that existing is equally far-fetched, because a majority of all the people that are alive believes in rituals, and they believe in blood magic and souls. So this is not just a national issue in Sweden, it's an international issue. Risk capitalists are not only chasing children in Sweden, they're doing so internationally, because I would postulate that not a single corporation under Fortune these practices, these rituals, because if they want to stay competitive, it's part of the game. We have clubs to show for it, like the Black Eye Club, the Club of Rome, the Red Shoe Club, the Council on Foreign Relations. There's many big clubs on this planet, and none of us, normal people, is a member of any of them. Because all of these clubs are driven by devil worshippers whose sole agenda is to devastate the normal culture and create a sodomic future. But we child rights organizations and concerned parents globally will not stand for such a future. We will do everything in our legal power to prevent this at every occasion possible. We will stand here on the streets and we will stand inside of governmental halls filing paper after paper to stop this devilish future that they're all planning. If it were up to Klaus Schwab and the rest of the World Economic Forum, we would all be lobotomized, barely sentient enough to keep the wheels of cogs turning. But it isn't up to Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum. It is up to you and me, normal, everyday people. It is up to what we tell our children will be tomorrow. And we will not eat Sabbath, nor will we inject ourselves with genetic experiments dubbed as vaccines. And we will not give you our children without a fight. It doesn't matter if you claim that you're going to take care of them, because history has not a singular record of any nation that ever claimed to taking care of children doing so. In fact, history shows us the complete opposite. Sweden is bereft of all possibilities for the citizen to complain against the state. And the state itself has assumed supreme control in Sweden. It is an aristocratic, one-sided system. And the term democracy is no longer applicable in the Kingdom of Sweden. In fact, the Kingdom of Sweden has become the statedom of Sweden. Because citizens are no longer able to sue the state for malpractice. The actual judges in the Swedish perform a political position in the courts of law in Sweden. So when citizens come before the court with a complaint against the service representative, that most of them are also politically connected, the court just throws your entire paper in a bin. How can we claim to be living in a democracy where we cannot even complain about our own state? It's an absurdity only trumped by the ongoing ethnic cleansing of Gaza. Every year, more than 20,000 children are placed outside of their home. Traitors to the nation, traitors to the people, and traitors to the planet. They're selling the Swedish people, the Swedish folkhem, and the Swedish earth out for pennies to conglomerate interests whose only and sole goal and aim is to destroy the normal culture, to devastate the normal father, mother, and child trinity that has existed for all of eternity. Therefore, the Swedish childline organizations request the aid of the international community, of international media. Turn your eyes onto Sweden. Scrutinize the nation. We are one of the most bureaucratized nations in the planet. So it's easy to get all of the figures out. Shine a light on the global child trafficking that Sweden is not exempt from.
I just wanted to say another person, they took the children, they took the custody, and now they have deported the parent and keep the children.
Hey everybody, my name is Mobro. I come from Taiwan. It's very nice to be here. I want to share my story to everybody. You know, I live just like everybody, regular people. We have kids. But in some reason, in Sweden, social work, they take my kids because I missed the guidebook to the doctor just because I pick up my kids late from the school. Then they take my kids. It's been over 2 years. I only can see my kids just a little bit time. We need a kid. Today, me and Corona, everybody, we are just regular people. We all made a mistake. We're not a monster. We want our kids back. I know Swedish people are very isolated, very cold. But I believe in general, the inside, in every Swedish people inside their heart is very warm. We hope anybody in here can help us. We want our kids back. We're not a monster. We love children like everybody, like all the parents. We're not perfect. We made mistake. We're not a monster. We're not any criminal or any gangster. We are just regular people. We are just regular parents. We need our kids back. My kids been taking my social work over 2 years now. I miss my kids. Everybody all get a second chance, but not us. In whole world, in Russia, in Ukraine, right now they have war. We don't have war in Sweden. Why are they taking my kids so easily? And treat us like criminal. We want our kids back. I hope anyone here can help us. If anyone hear us, please, I know in Sweden, in general, Swedish people are really nice, very kind, very sweet. But always, every basket always have bad apple in there. Always have bad apple. Bad apple is social work. The social work taking our kids for no reason. And they are racist. They're like a gangster in Sweden. They treat me and the foreigner. They're not really nice to me. They are racist. Social work is really horrible in here. I hope anyone can help us. Anyone can hear us. Please. I just want my kids back. I want to see my kids. My kids are innocent. Kids need a mother. Kids need a father. Kids need a parents. Why taking our kids for no reason? Just because I have dyslexia? I'm dyslexia. And because I don't speak Swedish well, so they're taking my kids and told me I'm not a good parent. Seriously, really. I really hope anybody in here can help us. I want my kids. I want to tell everybody my story.
Bra, toppen, tack där.
How the social work
Har de krossat din live? Nej, vad tråkigt.
abuse my kids. How the social work they
men
torture
gud
my
vad bra, tack
kids.
snälla.
8 years ago, I was, have a postpartum depression. I've been suffer for that really hard. And then I went to social work asking for help. Then what happened? They taken my kids. They taken my 3 kids. My kids was really small. There are absolutely no sympathy, no empathy, no understanding. They just think take the kids is best help. I was alone in this country. Nobody helped me. I was suffering the postpartum depression. That is very common for every
1% batteri.
women we have.
Men funkar det med den eller? Ja, vad
Many
bra.
women will suffer postpartum depression. But in Sweden, how do we do that?
Tror du det
How
kan
do we
mata
fix
på
that?
bli mer,
They
eller?
take kids first. They don't ask any reason.
Alltså det går
They
ner
don't
ändå
have
eller?
any investigation. No any paperwork.
Ja,
They
vi får
just
se.
talk my kids. That's really hard.
Men-
Women suffer the postpartum depression and get that kind of treatment. That's how
Den vägrar
Sweden
ladda.
do the things in this way. They don't care about your feeling. They see if the mother have any postpartum depression. They don't ask.
Men laddar den? Syns det som
They
att det
take the
laddar
kids
eller?
first.
Det står där på
You know,
batteriet.
that's why my kids still today they live in the foster care.
Den laddar?
Ja.
They've
Ja,
been
vad bra.
spread. My 3 kids, they've been spread in 3 different families. Why do they do that? Just simply because I'm a foreigner? because I'm not Swedish person. That's why they do that for me. My kids need the mother. My kids need me. The kids need a father. The entire world. All the kids need their father. All the kids need their parents, need their mother. We're not monsters. We're not bad people. We need a second chance. We're not perfect. Everybody made mistakes. Nobody are perfect. We deserve second chance. That's why we're here today. We want to tell everybody we are a group of parents, our kids taken by social work. They don't have any sympathy. They don't asking any reason. Just because small, the mistake, all the parents will make mistakes. For example, I pick up my kids late from school. That makes me becoming a bad parent. For example, I miss the time to book the doctor the time. That makes me becoming a bad parent. You know, we are not perfect. We need everybody's support. I really hope anybody hear our voice. I hope, don't be afraid. We are not monsters. We are just regular parents. We want our kids back. Our kids being taken by social work. Longest one is over 8 years. Can you imagine that? Your kids, all your siblings, they are just small children. They've been taken by social work for longer than 8 years. Can you imagine that? Here is Sweden. Here is not North Korea. Here is not Russia. Here is not China. Here is Sweden. We are free to speak. But no. In Sweden, our social worker is like gangster. It's like mafia.
Vad hände
They
med
don't
den
listen to
andra?
us.
Hade de krossat?
They don't give us chance. Just because we made small mistakes. They just taking my kids. Over 2 years
Då
now.
är det någon som...
I hope anybody hear our voice can join
Ja,
us.
det är bra, ja. Ja.
Please, we need help. We need all the parents stand by our side.